Hey Converge fans, we got number EX31, which is the Neue Ziel 2? Neue Ziel? I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it came out in 2020, and the chassis number of this robot is AMA-X2S. I got this locally for a discount because it's missing a corner. Maybe the person had a dog or something like that. Legal stuff there. More legal stuff there. What do we have here? Oh, the arms can extend, or optional arms. Alright. No stats. No stats. You'd think they would be able to find those stats, but... Alright, well, let's go to Gundam Fandom here. It says it's a variant of the first Neue Ziel. First appeared in SD Gundam G Generation. I don't know if that's a video game. I think it's a video game, but the new type is a variant. Features a SICOM new system. The claws are no longer detachable and feature less weaponry. Got the frontal weapons, wireless reform, something. Really not much on it. Yeah, there's, well, alright, so 77 meters in length, 220 tons, and there's a pilot in the main body. Alright, some instructions will come in handy. Let's get the scissors out. A lot of cardboard, so protecting these from damage. In here. Nope, I don't want to cut that thing. So the cardboard is to keep these tiny tips from snapping off, because I think they're rigid plastic. Yeah, that's not flexible, it's not PVC. Let me take a look at this stand, and it arcs forward. This is kind of a weak looking stand as far as the overall finish of it. Like, it looks like really cheap plastic, you know? This kind of plastic you'd find in like a trash barrel or something. I don't know. It definitely doesn't feel premium. It's actually smoked. But for some reason the overall finish, like there's chips missing there. It definitely feels strong. Give them that. Engineered well, just the choice of materials maybe not so much. Oh, I seem to have missed a piece. Hold on. This thing's like a reinforcement. Guess it, keeps it from falling out or something. And this thing goes which way? I think this way. And yeah, this clear isn't very clear at all. It's like smoky. Not smoky, but it's not transparent. So that's one of the weakest stands I've seen in the Converge line. Right. So here's the main torso. Let's take a look here. Nice. It's got this really cool printing on it. I don't know what that logo is. Not familiar with it. I don't think it's a Xeon logo, is it? Look how well done it is. It's really cool. Alright. the overall finish of this is nice. I think it might be painted or something. Yeah, it's not glossy. You know, it doesn't look like cheap plastic. Like, it doesn't look like this, right? But I will say here, this leading edge is not very well done. It's like rough. You know, this is where the parting of the mold was, so that is unfortunate. Also, there's a chunk missing right here, or there's too much plastic where it was clipped off of a sprue. So that's too bad. There's a thruster detail, but no color in there. But this looks like a dark gunmetal. Yeah, alright. No details back here. That's not typical. Usually they have detail everywhere on these little figures. Here's okay, right? Under there's okay. A little roughness again with the sprue cutting there. Maybe it looks like it was torn off there. Some metallic cylinders with hoses leading to the torso. Unfortunately, no color in here. Those are probably thrusters or cannons, I don't know. Same here, no color. But this is a cool molded detail, how these are swirling. Although no color. And the peg is a hexagon. There's a hex hole here for the head. And then more metallic. And that peg holes in the back, alright. So what pegs into that back, we got two things. This bottom one, we got 5 thrusters and this gunmetal again. And see, now this one does have details on the bottom, so that's better. Unfortunately, no paint in whatever those things are. And then actually the front ends have recesses, but no paint. But I'm not sure if you'd even see them. Let's see. That's really tight. Yeah, you're not going to really see those things anyways. Unless you put jewels in there. Maybe I'll put jewels in there later. But not in this video. Okay, so we're missing what? This I guess. Alright. So this thing has maybe 5 rocket launchers or funnels. This looks like the back end of a jet. Like the Concorde or something. But anyways, I like that the nozzles are a separate piece and they're painted gunmetal and they're molded in the middle there. So this is pretty nice. Details everywhere. So this pegs in here, I guess. Oh yeah, and this pegs here on this side as well. So that's a really long peg. Wow, hold on here. I don't even know if that peg was necessary to even be that long. But it's highly improbable that's gonna fall out. Wow, I can't get that in there. There we go. Maybe they did that to make it so it doesn't fall apart, right? Like once you get this thing tight, there's so much friction in there, that gap will never ever get bigger. Alright, so that took a lot of force, but yeah, so that is well done. Well done. So that thing's not going to droop down or anything like that in the future. Alright. You know what it looks like? It looks like the Star Wars, that triangular ship, the Imperial cruisers. That's what it reminds me of. At least the bottom. Okay, so that's that part there. I guess we have to put on our side arms. Or shoulders, I guess they are. There's no right or left labeled. So I'm looking at the image here. I think this is this side, yeah. Alright, well, let's take a look at it first. So again, the finish is really nice as far as the paint goes. This one, pleasantly, they have gunmetal on these things here. Some recesses, but unfortunately you see it's like torn off of a sprue, not cut cleanly. This is nice detail here. There's actually a peg in the hex hole, so I don't know if this thing comes off. Well, look at this. This also comes off. And then this comes out. While we're at it, do these engines come out? Maybe. Oh, this engine is attached to that wing. I thought it was pegged in there. So, I don't know. I don't want to tear at that wing. But it's interesting that these things come out. I don't even know which way this was in. Gonna guess. Was it like that? No, I think it was maybe like, yeah, it was in this side, so that curves, that curve matches. Some sort of vent details here, or mechanic details. Oh, this pivots. That's a pivot, I think. Alright, so hold on a sec. I think maybe this arm thing, which also has a pivot, by the way. And then this little claw. I'm gonna guess, yeah. That's a pretty short peg, though, unfortunately. Hopefully that won't get too loose. It looks like it's hollow there. Maybe there's a cannon in there in the Gundam universe. Anyways, this thing must peg in like this. And then you can close it up and hide it away. Or can you? Doesn't seem to want to hide much. Well, alright. Let's put that on here. So again, nice long peg on this, so I think it'll hold its pose very well. Oh, well, never mind. There's no posing. Well, there's 6 angles to pose it. If this was round, then you could twist this anywhere, but being a hex and a hex, maybe they did that because there's so much weight here, maybe? They're thinking it'll just droop over time. Sorry, I don't know why it zoomed in like that, but... Oh, wow, I didn't even notice this ribbing here. These vent details are really nice. And the back side of these have nice details. What is this now? There's a peg hole here. I don't know why. Right? It looks like this would spin, but why? Maybe it'll come to us later. Well... Wow, alright. So this side. Oh, I see. So if you don't want the arm, you just leave this here. So I'm going to try just showing a combination of the two. So this one doesn't have the mechanical arm. Just going to go in here and just, I guess, be more flush or more clean of a look. We'll call it that. So now this shoulder, though, let's see what it looks like if I rotate it this way. Boy, that's really tight. Trying to force the hole a little bit bigger by... Ah, boy. I'm afraid it might not come off. I have to just leave it temporarily that tight. So you'll see on this side here, just kind of a clean looking wing. But this side, you see something's going on. It's not so bad, but I think with this thing, now you got this. You can actually come up around there. I'm not sure why maybe it wants to scratch its head. Like, what's up? Alright, let's see. Speaking of the head, maybe I should put this on the stand now. So this thing is going to go in here, and it's going to catch there. I guess that's it. Okay, the head, you can clearly see there's a giant pink mono eye, and it's metallic. It's somewhat domed. I like it. I wish it was transparent, though. We have some hoses down here. I'm trying to see if this will come off. And yes, I think it will. We got our leverage. So you can move this. Paint might be stuck, but pretty sure this is designed to spin. Hold on, this might take a while. Yeah, that took a few minutes of me prying under it, but finally I got the thing out, and yeah, it spins a lot easier now, so that's neat that you can move the eye around. Let's try the other side of move that. And so there's a really big peg and a round hole here. I mean a hex hole. You know, you could probably just move it without opening it. Yeah, now that that thing isn't sticky. So that's cool that it can look that way. And then we have this giant antenna, and that just slides in there. Alright, now that's a good friction, and it's also so big that I probably won't glue this one in, because yeah, I don't think that's gonna fall out. No way. Okay, so now we gotta just pop that on up here. Wow, that was really sharp. That thing almost, that's hurt. So the head, it can move a little bit left and right because it's a round peg. Oh. Alright. And then those little things in those openings in the claws, you can pop in these beam sabers or blast effects. They're awfully smooth. They don't look like blast effects to me, but I guess they could be lasers. It's really thick, big. I think I actually prefer it with the arms. Without it, it's kind of too plain looking for me. So I'm gonna pull this thing off. Pop this arm in. Oh, but the head just fell off. I don't know if that arm is in as far as it can go. Oh, maybe it is. It's like 2 steps on it. It's kind of weird. So once you get to that step, you just leave it alone. Okay, let's put that back in the stand. Unfortunately, it doesn't really, the stand doesn't grab it very well. It's so loose. So I kind of wanted to grab it. It's almost like there should be a peg hole right here, and then the stand pegs into it. So that way if you pick up the figure, the stand will come with it. I mean, if it's going to cover up that anyways, you know, I mean, there's no other way to display this, because there's no peg hole anywhere else on this thing anyhow. So let's see, this thing is, well, I think it's fine that it actually came off because I wanted to put this in anyways. But now I'm gonna pick it up and the stand's just gonna come right off the stand. There's a tiny bit of articulation here, not much though. So basically you just have these 2 pieces left over, or the arms left over. I think it definitely looks cooler dual wielding here. That's as far up as I can get the arm. What's weird is there's no articulation here for like what I would call the wrist, so you can't get that to go down. You can either have it up, or you have to move the arm really far back. Let's see how far back this arm will go. Oh, it'll go pretty far. Far enough to touch the ground, or the table in this case. Alright. I think it looks cool. This is actually a lot cooler than I thought it was going to be. Let me get it up on the stand. Alright, let's do some comparisons. So here's some 2 normal size converges. This is number 31, Charge Zaku 2. And this is number 241. It's a Rikdom Zoe. Okay, so you can see this is definitely a sizable converge. And then I have the predecessor. I'm going to have to move these 2 guys out though. These discs are just too small. So the new seal versus the New Zeal 2. Maybe I should move it this way, the way I was situated. Move it from the monitor. Try to get a different lower viewpoint here. Which do you like more, guys? I think I still like the original more. It just has so many more details, like just thrusters everywhere and a lot more panel lines everywhere. Even look at this shoulder and the inside of the shoulder and all that stuff. I'm not really a fan of these weird additional arms because it already has such cool looking claws. But I can see the evolution going on. This has three claws, just smaller. And then this has spindly arms, so but definitely less thrusters, although I do really like those vents there on the inside there. I also like this rocket pod thing, or I'm gonna guess those are funnels, those 6 circles there. Yeah, alright, well, one other one I guess I'll bring in since I have it here is the Neue Ziel, which I think right now is still the largest Converge figure I have. I don't know if there's a larger one out there. If it was on the table, you'd see it's much taller. I can't even get in frame. Yeah. Alright. The thing I don't like about this one, though, is look at the glossiness of the raw plastic. It looks like a unpainted Gundam model kit, and also there's a lot of over painting right there. The Shinaju looks fine because it's painted in matte red, but the rest of it looks a little too glossy. So both of these, they don't have that problem. This one is a matte green, so really gloss parts, the metallic looking ones, so I like that. And this one doesn't have that sheen. Only the actual stand is pretty atrocious. Sorry, this camera thing wasn't tight. I'll try to get a final shot here. So this is some, I don't know, video game. And let's just maximize that image. I guess that's the best parting angle I can get for today's video. So I'm really happy I got this one. Just in promo images and stuff, I didn't think it'd be that great. But it turned out a lot better than I thought. So I'm really happy to have it. Maybe I'll repaint that stand someday. Maybe like a cosmic color, actually. Photo shift. Thank you for watching today. I'll see you in the next Converge video.